Come fly with me, let's fly.
You want to know about dummies in the 50s? Oh, how much time you got? Dummies back in the 50s. That was another era. That was a golden time. That was a magic time for dummies. Gotta tell you something. Back then, they had class. You know, they had their fun on stage, sure, but they knew how to treat a lady. Understand me. They weren't afraid to work blue either. No. They could say what they want. They said dingleberry. They said hotchkiss. They'd shock you. They would talk about their little prickly dicks for hours and hours and hours. And you know what? It never got old. They could swing with the best of them, you know, but they had respect for this country. They wouldn't talk against the president, and they wouldn't talk against the first lady. Director of the Interior, they always hated. He was always the butt of the jokes. Anyway, back when I was a kid then, wiping tables, trying to earn my keep, I just wanted to be in the club, just to be around the wood, you know? The dummies, they taught me everything I know. When you went out with a dummy, you knew you'd get treated right. And they would always get the best tables. The dummies, they always sat right down front. That was an era.
Fly me to the moon, let me play.
That was a time to be a dummy, let me tell you something. People would pack them in. I remember I had to stand online for 4 hours once to see Splinty McGee. Oh.
In other words,
you didn't know what he was gonna say. Even the ventriloquist would be surprised what was coming out of that guy's mouth. Splinty was hilarious. He'd be talking about the war, even though we already had it 5 years before, but it was fresh in our minds because we were still living on rations. But then the 60s came along.
One pill makes you larger and
The dummies started smoking reefer, shooting up the junk. Dummies are getting drafted over to God knows where. Coming back in body bags. Not like the bags they were before, but other bags. Different sized bags. But anyway, the dummies back in the 50s. Ugh, that was a magic time for dummies.
come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me.